In our previous video, I showed you how to install RStudio on your computer. In this video, I'm going to show you how to navigate RStudio. When you first open up RStudio, you might be presented with something like this. On the top left side, there's usually the scripts pane. If you don't see the scripts pane, what you can do is you can click on this button and then click on R script. And then this shows you the pane or the view that you can write your scripts on. Beneath that is the console pane. This is where you see the output of your commands and then also any error messages if there's something wrong with your code. On the right side is another pane that shows you a whole bunch of very useful tabs. The first one is the Files tab, and this shows you the organization of all of your files on your computer. This can be very handy. And besides that is the Plots tab. This is where you will see any generated figures. And here is the Packages tab, and this is where you install or update any R packages that is required for your work. And then besides that is the Help tab, and this is where you see descriptions of any functions or any packages or any data sets. And this can be very useful place. The top right side is the Environment tab and then the History tab. This stores all of your different variables or the commands that you run. Let's just quickly see how this works in action. Let me create a variable called x, and then let's give it, let's use the sequence function to create this sequence of numbers. I'm going to start with 1, and then I'm going to end at number 10, and then let's give it an increment of 0.1. And then what this first function does is basically it creates numbers from 1 to 10, and then it increments by 0.1. When you're done with this, just going to go and then click on Run. What happened right now is basically you can see in the output of this function that we're just run this one line of code. And you can see in the History tab what has been run. So now let's see what's been actually stored in X. Just type X, and then while the cursor is flashing beside X, click on Run. And you can see in the output in the console that there is an output of numbers. It generated from 1 to 10, and then it incremented by 0.1. Let's do plot. Let's plot on the x-axis. Let's just put this x, these numbers that we just created from 1 to 10, and that increments by 0.1. And on the y-axis, let's do a sine, trigonometry. Let's do sine of that, and then let's do the color of the line that we're going to use is going to be red color. And then let's do the type of line that we're going to use to show it is basically a regular line. And then with this completed, and we're just going to, while the cursor is flashing beside this line, let's just click on Run. And then in our console, it ran the script or the code we just typed. And then on the right side, we can see now that a plot is generated. On the x-axis, it's the numbers that were created from 1 to 10, incremented by 0.1. And on the y-axis, this is our function sine x that is put. And then now we can see our beautiful plot that is created. And if you want to zoom on this figure, what you can do is you can just click on this Zoom tab. And if you want to export this figure, you can also export it as an image or a PDF. This is how we navigate the RStudio.